Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My group and I are going to present about chapter 10, which is carboxylic acid. In these slides, we are going to discuss about the answers to the questions that already given to us, which is related to carboxylic acid. This slide will be presented by our group 9. The members are Nur Anis binti Muhammad Ali, Rabiatul Adawiyah binti Raidwan, Nordin Dalila binti Muhammad Rusli, me Nur Ilya Afika binti Rusli, and Nur Aisyah binti Azhar. And we are from KTSP 1.
Okay, the question said that alcohol A reacts with boiling water to produce a wet precipitate. So this is actually halogenation of alcohol using boiling water, and the wet precipitate is actually 2,4,6 tribromophenols, which is the product when a phenol is react with boiling water. So alcohol A automatically is a phenol. And the question said that B also reacts with thionyl chloride. Acid B undergoes catalytic hydrogenation to form D. So this is actually reduction of carboxylic acid using hydrogen. So how do we get B? The question said that C is actually an ester, C10H12O2. So when we know that alcohol A is a phenol. So when phenol reacts with an acid, it produces C. So C is actually phenylbutanoate, because when we take out phenol from the phenylbutanoate, we got butanoic acid. So B is actually butanoic acid. And lastly, D. The question said that B undergoes catalytic hydrogenation to form D. So when butanoic acid undergoes reduction using hydrogen, it produces butanol. So D is a butanol.
Next is the reaction of alcohol and bromine water. When phenol react with bromine water, a wet precipitate will be formed, which is 2,4,6,3-bromophenol.
Okay, so next is structure E. So this is the structural formula of E, and its name is butanoic chloride. Butanoic chloride is formed from the reaction of butanoic acid and thionyl chloride, and the product will be butanoic chloride, sulfur dioxide, and HCl gas. The arrow shows that this is a gas. So the observation from this reaction is acidic white fume is formed. So next is the formation of amide. So first we look at the chemical equation. So we have butanoic acid react with N-methylethanamine, producing N-ethyl-N-methylbutanamide, and the byproduct is water. So the amines used for this reaction is N-methylethanamine, and the classification is secondary amide, and this is the structural formula of the amines used.
So for the next question, we need to arrange compound A, D, and T in the order of decreasing reactivity. The answer will be B, butanoic acid, and then A, phenol, and the last one is D, 1-butanol. Moving on to the next slide. So the explanation for my answer just now is, first, resonance stabilization. Butanoic acid is the most acidic because of the resonance stabilization of carboxylate ion. In carboxylate ion, electrons are delocalized between two oxygen atoms, which are electronegative. The next reason is because the carbonyl group of butanoic acid is an EWG. So what will this EWG do? It will decrease the electron density of hydroxide ion in the butanoic acid, and this will cause the bond become weaker. When the bond become weaker, the H plus ion is easily donated. In another word, it reacts easily. The next reason we need to explain about phenol and 1-butanol. Okay, so in phenol, the phenoxide ion will delocalize electron within the benzene ring, to stabilize the ion. In 1-butanol, the alkoxide ion has no resonance structure, so no delocalization of electron occurs, and this makes 1-butanol as the least acidic among these three compounds.
Okay, we're moving on to the inert components for functional group carboxylic acid, and the plant we choose is dates, one of the sunnah food that Rasulullah SAW very recommend us to eat. And the word dates has been mentioned in the Al-Quran for 20 times. So the related Quranic verse that we choose is Surah Ar-Rahman, Surah 55, verse 11. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فيها فاكهة ونخل ذات الأكمام. The meaning is, in it are fruits and date palms with covered paths. The seeds of the dates contain the oleic acid that varies from 41.1% to 58.8%. This oleic acid is one of the carboxylic acid with formula C18H34O2 and also known as 9Z octadecanoic acid. In the slide, show the structure for oleic acid. In the circle, it is a skeletal structure for oleic acid with functional group COOH that show the oleic acid is one of the carboxylic acid. In this slide also show the condensed structure for oleic acid.
Next, I will explain about the composition of dates. Dates contain of a very high percentage of carbohydrate in form of sugar, which is 44 up to 88%. Next, dates also consist of fats, which is 0.2 until 0.5%, which indicates that dates have a low concentration of fat. Besides, dates also have protein with the percentage 2.3 until 5.6% and also 6.5 till 11% of dietary fiber. Furthermore, dates flesh and seeds consist of their own composition, which is oil and potassium. The flesh consists of 0.2 till 0.5% of oil and 0.9% of potassium. The seeds consist of 7.7 till 9.7% of oil and 0.5% potassium. The other composition are dates have 15 salts plus 6 vitamins, including vitamin C, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, niacin, and vitamin A. They also compose of other substances, which is boron, calcium, cobalt, copper, fluorine, iron, manganese, magnesium, phosphorus, sodium, and zinc. It is found that dates have a lot of benefits that are very beneficial to our body health. But in this slide, I will present only a few of them. The first benefit is dates is good in improving our digestive system as they have soluble and insoluble fiber. Next, dates acts as source of energy as they have natural sugars such as sucrose, fructose, and glucose, and in consequence of low in calories, dates is ideal for the health-conscious individuals. Dates also maintains the neurological system health as they consist with high potassium and low in sodium, plus the intake of potassium will reduce the risk of stroke. This also help in lowering the LDL cholesterol, which is known as the bad cholesterol, which can lead to accumulation of cholesterol in our arteries. Next, dates also good for treatment of anemia because they have abundance of iron, and due to the consisting of fluorine, dates can prevent the tooth decay. For individuals that suffer for the constipation, it is suggested for them to consume some dates because dates can act as constipation relief.
So that's all from us for the presentation of assignment on the topic of carboxylic acid. I hope everybody can understand well what we have just explained just now, and thank you.